What's up, guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Welcome back to UCR Forest YouTube channel. And again, if you're coming across my channel for the very first time, my name is Uche Chemeze Richard, popularly known as UCR Forest. So, in a particular YouTube channel, what I do is that I drop quality tutorial videos based on forex trading that will enable you to understand how forex trading works very easy and very simplified. And I try it as much as I can to make sure that you understand what I'm trying to pass to you. So in today's lesson, we'll be learning or we'll be practicing top-down analysis on Euro USD and GDP USD. And if there's more time to that, we could check out NZD USD or maybe any other dollar pair. But for now, let's just say that we are going to be practicing our top-down analysis on Euro USD and GDP USD, and we'll come to know where Euro USD is likely to reach again before start dropping to the downside, or we could check out the next signal or the next setup on Euro USD. When you look at my screen, you could see that there's already a played out market here. This is over 100 pips plus, and this the same setup or this the same setup or this signal or whatever was done on this very particular channel. I drop it as a free video here how I did this very particular stuff from lower time frame down to from higher time frame down to lower time frame. I did everything on every particular video, and you could see that was done 7 days ago, just like a week today. The same thing I'm about to do on this particular video was the same thing I did here, and I gave it as free. And those that watch it, I know they capitalize on the move, and that enabled them to make all this profit. So today you'll be learning how to do that. I want you to watch it to the end because you will have a lot of things to benefit from. If you don't know how to practice top-down analysis, this video will enable you to practice top-down analysis from higher time frame down to lower time frame in such a good entry opportunity. Also, if you have been looking for an online mentorship class where you will learn forex from beginners level to advanced level, and where you will also keep on communicating with your mentor, because in UCR Forest Academy, we give all our best to our students. We are not there to just drop videos for you and at the end of the whole day we ghost you. No, we are there to constantly keep helping you, keep teaching you until you become very perfect. And we'll equally be giving you our VIP signals. Are you getting me now? Just to enable you or to speed up your development. So I believe that you will want to enjoy that. It's not like your previous online mentorship class where they normally drop videos for you, and at the end of the whole day, you will never see anybody that will even call to check on you. That the same thing is not done yet. We are totally different. So with just 75,000 naira, you are part of us. If you're looking for a way to communicate with us or to chat us up, we have a number that has been dropped on the description below. Use that number and send us a message on WhatsApp, and believe me, we are going to reply you on how you can enroll. So without not wasting much of the time, let's quickly jump into the very particular video to see how we can anticipate or how we can get the next setup on Euro USD or GDP USD. So we will start with Euro USD. Let's clear everything on the chart, and then what are we going to do? We're going to go to daily time frame. And what are we going to daily time frame for? We are going to daily time frame to see the overall trend of the market. It's very, very important. You that have been trading from something like 1 minute time frame, 5 minutes time frame, maybe this video might not be for you because you are already a scalper. But if you are a good intraday trader, I think this video will enable you or will help you very well to know what Euro USD might do, or you might equally share your own view. So now we go to daily time frame to see the overall trend of the market. So this is Euro USD on daily time frame. If I try to squeeze out, you could see that Euro USD consolidated here. It consolidated a long while here for a very long period of time. Euro USD have been consolidating, and all of a sudden we could see this massive sell to the downside. So this has been selling for a long period of time. Are you getting me now? You have been selling for a long period of time. And number one thing we could be looking out here is that we'll be looking for a clear of liquidity. Number one, we'll be looking for something that look like this. We'll be looking for something that look like this. If the market pushed up and the market is returning back, we want to see inducement, something that look like an inducement. This thing is an inducement. I want to see the market clearing maybe this low and then move to the upside. Then upon retracement, we'll mark out our inducement and then mark out our point of interest. So like I'm trying to explain to you what I mean by clear of liquidity. But even if you didn't understand what I drew on this particular diagram, I'm just trying to be very fast. I don't want this video to be long. There's a video I've already done on clear of liquidity. So I want you to check it out on my channel. You will understand what is clear of liquidity. So the number one thing I'll be looking out for here is clear of liquidity. That's number one thing. The second thing I'll be looking at is a point of interest interest or order block or demand zone or supply zone, anything you call it. The third thing I'll be looking at here is for inducement. So I'll be looking for clear of liquidity, number one. I'll be looking for point of interest, I'll be looking for inducement, and before I even look for inducement or point of interest, I will make sure that every particular structure must have break a structure to the downside. Like I will make sure it gave a BOS. It's confusing, right? Calm down. Don't worry, you're gonna see it on the chart. So now you could see that this is the chart. This is the Euro USD selling for a very long period of time, and you could see we have a BOS here. This is what we call a BOS. If you don't really understand, you could check out some of my video where I've done a video on market structure already. So this is a BOS, and this is what I mean by clear of liquidity. So you're gonna ask me, are you really analyzing on daily time frame, or are you looking forward to enter the market on daily time frame? No, I'm just trying to mark out some key levels where I know that when the market gets there, there's a higher tendency that the market is going to what, reverse to the downside. So this is my higher time frame or my daily time frame point of entry. This is an a higher probability zone, because when you look at the very particular thing, the market cleared a lot of people out there and then sold a little, gave a little retracement, keep dropping down to the downside. So even if a particular little retracement will always serve as a liquidity zone for me, will serve as an inducement, will serve as an inducement. So when I scale down to 4 hour time frame, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to reduce or refine this zone. Now you're going to ask me, is it that I'm going to wait for market to retrace back to a daily time frame point of interest before I start selling? Don't worry, when we scale down to 4 hour time frame, or 2 hour time frame, you're going to look for an immediate or a very closer time frame for a very closer POY, a very closer order block to sell from. So now this is it on 4 hour time frame. So on 4 hour time frame now, so the one thing we're going to be doing now is that we're going to be refining this zone, because this zone is too big. When I measure this zone, it might be something like around 80 pips. So we can't be trading with this particular big zone. So I will refine it down like this. I will refine it and keep it this way, and then I will now be waiting for market to return back to here. But it's going to take a very long period of time before the market will return back to the very particular zone. So what I'm now going to do is I'm going to look for a very closer zone, a very closer what zone. So you all know that last week I was looking at the very particular zone, the very particular play, because I spotted a clear liquidity number one, and I spotted the very particular candle here where I made use of the half of the candle on 2 hour time frame was made. I made use of the half of the candle, and the setup played out very well. You see, it played out. And now this week, it has presented something that looked like this to me. It broke the very particular zone with a wick, not really a BOS, it's just like a little rollback. It's not really a complete BOS because it did not break it with a full bodied candle. It just broke with a wick. So it's just like you saying that this thing came down to grab some liquidity here. So we don't know whether it's going to break it well, maybe ahead of the new week. So what I'm now going to do, normal thing I'm going to do is that I'm now going to look out for my point of interest. I will just assume that this thing broke here with a full bodied candle or whatever, because that is it. So now I will now mark out my point of interest number one. So where would I be using for my point of interest? I'll be using the very particular candle here, the very particular candle. This is the candle I'll be using for my point of interest. Or better still, if you make use of Fibonacci retracement tool, although this thing has not started coming back, but let's just say that it is already coming back. All you have to do is to plot your fee from the high down to the low like this, and then you could see that even that very particular zone I marked out still carries with your point of interest, still carry with your 78% Fibonacci retracement too. And you will ask me, why am I looking at the 61%? The reason why I will not look at the 61% is that it will make me to risk more. As in, when I start trading or when I start selling from 61%, my stop loss will be somewhere around this zone. I don't do that kind of thing. I can't be risking something that look like this. I can't be risking something. And you cannot tell me to keep it this way, because if I keep it this way, I have an unmitigated zone above. Are you getting me now? So I can't do that. So if you really want to trade from this 61, that means your stop loss need to be this, and you'll be risking over 100 pips plus. It doesn't make sense. So what I will do is that I will make sure that I'm trading from the very particular zone this way. And even if I'm trading from this zone, I'm still risking very massive. I'm risking around 49 pips. That is big. So when I scale down to 2 hour time frame, I might decide to reduce this zone, or let me remove this thing go down to 2 hour time frame to refine this 4 hour time frame point of interest. So let's assume that this is now our zone to sell from. So when we scale down to 2 hour time frame, we're going to refine it. So is there any liquidity? There's liquidity here. Look at it. This is an inducement just in front of that very particular point of interest. Now let's now go down to 2 hour time frame or 1 hour time frame to refine this. So you could make use of 30 minutes time frame. Oh. So when I make use of 1 hour time, 2 hour time frame, I could see this very last candle here. I'm in pure SMC trader, and that is the reason why you always see me marking out an order block. So this is it now. So this is the particular candle I will be looking at. I'll make sure I cover it well. So this particular candle is what I'll be looking at, and then I will now plot it this way, and I have my stop loss just above it. This time around, I'm risking something like 35 pips, and I will make sure that I'll be targeting more than 35 pips or 3 times 35 pips. So you could see this is where my TP will rest. At the moment my TP is here, this is a pure 1:3. I'm risking 35 pips just to make 100 pips. So this is like my first zone to sell on Euro USD. You can see that very easy, very, very easy. I'm still on 2 hour time frame. For those that love trading on a lower time frame, whenever price arrives to their zone, if something that look like this happens, if price comes, respect this zone, sell a little, return back to here, you could scale down to your 15 minutes time frame and start looking for change of character this way. You could look for change of character and start selling to the downside. Are you getting me? So this is like the first, or this is like the closest immediate zone where I'll be looking forward to sell Euro USD ahead of the new week. So that is it now. You could see that. Let me pause a little. So this is my higher probability zone. This is my extreme zone, and this is like my closest immediate zone to sell from. So you could see that again. You could picture that. So let's look at what will happen ahead of the new week. So let me try GDP USD before I end the video to see whether I could see the same setup here on GDP USD, which I expect the same thing. So on GDP USD now, this is it on GDP USD. Let's plot. Let's look out for GDP USD. So so this is it on GDP USD now. I wait for a little. So you could see last week I did the same analysis here. The market came so close, did not even activate my order with 1 pip. The market left. So now let's reanalyze the whole thing to see whether we could equally see or a new point of interest to sell from. So now we refine or we'll clear the chart. Number one, go to daily time frame. What are you doing on daily time frame? You want to see the overall trend to know where the trend is pushing to. Yes, the trend is selling. You can see the market is dropping to the downside. If you are looking for a way to buy this thing, so there's no problem. I don't know your strategy, but I think if you really want to follow the trend, you just need to keep on selling until you see a higher time frame change of character, or maybe you spot a very valid change of character. So this is how it looks like on daily time frame. The market has been selling, right? The market has been selling. We could spot there's already a BOS here. There's a BOS here. There's a BOS. Sorry. This is a BOS, and this is another BOS as well. So now let's now go to 4 hour time frame. So on 4 hour time frame now, I think this very particular, this was the zone I was looking at. This very particular zone was the zone I actually sold from, although it's because of over refining that made me to miss out on that very particular setup. So look at it here. This is it. So I believe I have an extreme zone where I'm looking forward to sell from. We'll look at the extreme zone where I am looking forward to sell from. So let me go down. Okay, this is on 4 hour time frame. So look at the extreme zone where I am still looking at to sell from. I believe it is somewhere around there. This is it. So this is that extreme zone where I am still looking forward to sell from. This is my higher probability zone. This very particular zone is my higher probability zone. I'm looking at half of the very particular zone to sell from. But I know it's going to take a very long period of time before price will arrive to that zone. So that is why I'm looking for the most closest zone to sell from. So now we could see here we have a very good valid BOS, not like what we saw on Euro USD. This is a very good BOS. So we are still on 4 hour time frame, but I can tell you that I've already seen a zone to sell from, which is a particular candle. Yeah, this is my extreme zone. This is it now. This is the zone where I'll be looking forward to sell from. And does it have a liquidity, or does it have an inducement? Sorry, it has an inducement, which I can see as this. And then now you're going to tell me this is going to take a very long period of time. You're going to tell me that it's going to take a long period of time before price will get here, because this is a lot number of pips. So now let's go down to 4 hour time frame. Let's go down to 2 hour time frame or 1 hour time frame, maybe to see whether we could see one of the most closest again. If some people. Like for me, I would obviously might want to wait for market to get here. But for the impatient ones who also want to see whether they can capitalize on 30 or 20 pips, now let's say one of the most closest to see whether we could actually benefit from there as well. But this is my number one setup. This very particular one is my number one. Let me pause a little so that you could picture it again. So look at this here, look at it, and then let's proceed. Then let's go down to 2 hour time frame. So on 2 hour time frame, I have this setup, I have this zone to sell from, and then this, like, we have the very particular zone as well. After we had the BOS here, after we had the very particular BOS, price attempted to retrace, sellers still push it down, and then price attempted to go up again, sellers still push it down. So normal, the way I normally trade, I have seen an inducement already a trap just before the very particular candle, already before the very particular candle. You can see this is my unmitigated zone number one, and now this will be my liquidity. It's like an equal high. You see, this is like my liquidity just in front of the very particular point of interest. So on GDP USD, I have this zone, I have this zone, I have this zone, and this is like the three zones where I will be looking forward to sell GDP USD. Just like this way, I have it, and then my stop loss above. Oh, my stop loss is around 35 pips, and I will make sure I'll target more than 35 pips, and that is it now. So you see, that is it. And believe me, by the grace of God or by whatever, we will always hope for. TP, we have done the right thing. So this one particular one this way as well. Keep it like this, and then make sure. Although sometimes when you use the half of that zone, you could end up missing out on that trade. That is why sometimes you could use the entire zone or something that look like that. Or sometimes I could use the half of the zone this way. They have matched my risk tolerance, and then my TP very good. So this is it now on both Euro USD and GDP USD. So I can pause a little for you to go through it again and to see whether I have the same setup with you. You can equally share the same. You can share your view on the comment section. Also, if you had benefit something from any particular video, please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Turn on your notification icon. I will be dropping more videos like this, and I'll also be dropping more tutorial videos to help you to understand some of these things I've mentioned there. Although I've done it in the past, but it will help me more to do more to enable you to understand. So for now, this is what I have in a very particular video. If you trade from lower time frame, if price arrives here, scale down to your lower time frame, look for change of character or whatever to start selling to the downside. So for now, here is where we say thank you, or we end the video.